Welcome back to another video, folks, and today I got another banger of a webtoon slash manhwa recommendation for you guys. This time it's going to be a little bit more different from the previous ones in the fact that I didn't quite enjoy this one, but that doesn't mean you guys won't enjoy it. Actually, I think you guys would heavily enjoy this, mainly due to the fact that it's highly contradicting to like the heroic type MC that is shown in most fictional stories, or shonen, should I say. And the type of character I'm talking about is villainous or cruel type of MCs that go against your, typical heroic, I should make friends type of character. And the manhwa I'm talking about today is Myst, Mayhem. If you don't know, it's actually made from the same author and studio that worked on Nanomachine. So you know the art is going to be a banger. As for the story, it's alright. I didn't quite enjoy it because, well, it's not my cup of tea. Since I don't really enjoy villainous type of MCs, since they tend to manipulate others, and I hate that type of stuff. I don't like deceitful type of relationships. I'm not talking about the action of deceiving someone or lying to someone. No. I don't mind that. It's just that the relationship between the main character and the other side characters are literally fake. It's superficial, and I don't really enjoy that. And they tend to only do like selfish actions. And I'm more of your typical generic cliche heroic MC, let's become friends type of guy, I know it's generic, but that's what I enjoy. But let's get on to this webtoon. Additionally, one more thing to point out is this is actually a prequel to Nanomachine, 800 years before the events of what occurs in Nanomachine, which is one of the main reasons that dragged me into this webtoon, despite having a cruel tag which displayed that it said I had a cruel villainous MC. And I hate those, is because it's made from the same author, banger of a studio, and it's 800 years before Nanomachine. And I love Nanomachine. I still haven't caught up to it, but if you guys have read it, you know it's a banger of a Miura martial arts. It's one of a kind. But enough with that, and let's get on to this manhwa. So what is this webtoon about? Basically, this webtoon is a revenge type of story. We have our main character, Ji-young, which I'll show you guys in one moment, right here, over here. Basically, when you start off the episode, or chapter should I say, you're introduced to our main character, Ji-young, who comes back from a scavenging and finds his grandfather murked in half, basically sliced in half with a sickle. And then you have this inner monologue of him thinking to himself why he won't cry, even though he knows this is a sad-ass moment, and that this is the only family he has. And also to the fact that he should be crying, but he doesn't, so he wonders if he's a monster or anything, and this builds depth to the character. So at this point in time, I thought, okay, well, this seems interesting. Maybe I will like this webtoon. But no, spoiler, I didn't. Over here, he questions himself if he's a human or not. And then we get a little bit of a flashback to him talking to his grandfather. And his grandfather reveals one of the main traits that this character has, and is that he's a goddamn maniac. Over here, he says promised himself to never reveal his true nature to the outside world. And then we as the readers come to the conclusion that, okay, so he must be a crazy ass person. And yeah, he is right here. Right in the next panel, he says, I'm sorry, Grandpa. And he goes out to take his revenge. You might think, okay, so let's see how he takes his revenge. It's a revenge story, so it's interesting. I enjoy revenge stories too if they're done right. But no, this guy just goes around town and murks anybody that comes into his sight. He's like, okay, I believe you killed my grandfather too, you too. And he just murks like 20 civilians, unprovoked. This is one of the reasons I don't like this, man. Because doesn't make sense to me as to why he did that. But fortunately for the civilians, his rampage is stopped after his 20 kill streak by a person who Ji-young seems to think is now the true killer to his grandfather, because the person has red aura and whatnot, so the manhwa is making him look all evil and stuff, so it's probably the killer. And he apprehends Ji-young and sends him to prison. And then we're introduced to this guy. He's a guard who works for a martial arts family and is guarding one of the heirs to it, because there's multiple heirs. You know how it is. These martial arts families, the head clan, the father, has 56 wives and 56 children. You know how it is. I'm over exaggerating. Don't take it seriously. Obviously not 56. And so this guy notices our MC over here who's getting bashed in the head, because they're like, oh, you murderer, you deserve to go to prison and whatnot. And then this is where it gets a bit interesting. Fast forward a couple more panels and we're into the stage where the guard is trying to break Ji-young free, and that's because of this guy over here. Look at him. He somehow looks very uncannily similar to Ji-young. And at this point I was like, whoa, maybe they're related or something, because he's literally a copy and paste. Look at this. You can't tell me they're not literally the same. But unfortunately, they are not related, or at least not as I know of, because I've only read like 20 chapters and I dropped it because I don't really enjoy it. There's so far like 40 something chapters, or close to 40 chapters, just so you guys know. And so who is this guy who's basically a copycat of Jiyoung? I'm gonna call this guy Jiyoung A. So basically, Jiyoung A offers our MC a proposition. He says, you cosplay or roleplay as me in my family for this certain amount of time, and we'll let you go free. And so Jiyoung is like, okay, this is a second chance. So he obviously takes it, but there's a catch. They'll give him a poisonous like pill or whatnot, so they can control him, so he doesn't run rampant and like does whatever he wants and escapes by himself. And the thing with the pill is that every so often they'll give him the antidote for it. But side note, they don't know that Jiyoung like lived in the mountains for like years, so his body is somehow resistant to poisonous effects. So this is useless, but you know, they don't know that. And so he takes the offer. Like Jiyoung says, now will you grant me that opportunity? Wise choice. I thought this is gonna be really interesting, you know, because I haven't seen this, like a copycat and then our MC working together. This is weird, but I enjoy it. I'm enjoying it. So they set him free, and at that point I was like, oh god, no, please don't tell me something happens, because the guard turned away and I hear this crack. I was like, oh shit. I look back and well, damn, he clapped this dude up. One of the heirs, like I said previously, this guy is guarding one of the heirs to the martial arts family, and yep, the original is now dead. Look at this. Ain't this crazy, eh? Huh? What the? And obviously the guard is flustered, and so he tries to kill Jiyoung, but Jiyoung, having no chill, unhinged, just says the fake just dropped dead. You know, the fake. I'm the original now. And so you follow the journey of Jiyoung as he tries to break free from the restraints of this guard and adapts to this new martial arts family, as well as getting his revenge for his grandfather. And that's basically all there is to this manhwa. Obviously, there's more to the power system and whatnot, but I don't really want to spoil it for you guys, so you guys can go check it out for yourself. And if you guys have any suggestions as to which webtoons or manhwas I should check out and give my review or thoughts about it, then leave them down in the comment section down below. But that's all from me, and see you guys next time. Peace.